What comes to mind when you think of or hear someone mention France? Odds are it's probably a 50-50 chance that right now some people will say the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, Palace of Versailles, or maybe even Disneyland Paris. However, there is also a heads or tails coin toss flip that lands on rioting in the streets, violence and massive political tension between the people and citizens of France and the political leaders and its government officials. But did you know that France is also known for some other and completely shocking reasons too? For instance, did you know that France has become the second nation to send Ukraine long-range cruise missiles? Or that France has a green strategy and policies such as providing refunds for repairing old clothes? Or how about France's illustrious blue Breton lobster? Yeah, there's more to France than what most people think and what typically will immediately come to mind. And we can now add to the list the possible collapse of France, according to recent reports and videos that I've seen online, because apparently France has collapsed and there are major changes that must be explained. So be sure to check out the description down below and all the free links that I've included down there to keep you all in the know, as well as simple and easy online jobs and passive income producing side hustles that anyone can get started doing right now. Work from home and earn additional income to help insulate yourself from this crazy high inflation. And if you enjoy this video, then please just do me a favor, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Kevin, Kevin, in all caps. And my YouTube handle is www.youtube.com/@Kevin247. And you can reach me directly on Patreon at patreon.com/Kevin247. And I've included links below that will take you directly to some of my other channels that cover different topics and show different things depending on your interests. I've created many different YouTube channels and have several that are monetized and earn consistent passive income for me on a regular basis. And if you're interested in learning how to do the same and get started, then by all means, feel free to contact me. All right, so there have been widespread riots in France that were sparked by the police killing of a teenager with North African roots. And it has also been revealed how the depth of discontent is roiling poor neighborhoods and has given a new platform to the increasingly emboldened far right, according to AP News. And I just want to read to you what the Associated Press printed in a recent article titled, "France's anti-immigration far right gets boost from riots over police killing of teen." And it says, the far right anti-immigration mantra is seeping through a once ironclad political divide between it and mainstream politics. More voices are now embracing a hard line against immigration and blaming immigrants not only for the car burnings and other violence that followed the June 27 killing of 17-year-old Nahil Merzouk, but for France's social problems as well. Meanwhile, Bruno Retailleau, the head of a conservative group that dominates the French Senate, said last week that, and I quote, "We know the causes, and unfortunately for the second and third generation, there is a sort of regression towards their origins, their ethnic origins," end quote. Simply put, Bruno's remarks have drawn accusations of racism which reflect the current line of his mainstream party and the Republicans whose priorities to keep France from sinking durably into chaos include apparently stopping mass immigration and what has been described as the latest fracture in a crumbling concept dubbed the Republican Front, under which French parties, whatever their political color, used to stand together against the far right. And that by linking immigration to the riots, Bruno Retailleau violated France's near sacred value of university by which all citizens, whatever their origin, are recognized only as French. However, it is important to note that the far right figures have long blamed immigration from majority Muslim North Africa and some immigrants' failure to assimilate into French culture for France's social problems. And today, the people in France should expect to see some 130,000 plus police officers that have been mobilized. which will include police helicopters and special police units such as RAID and GIGN divisions being on standby as part of France taking steps to up security for the July 14th Bastille Day festivities after recent riots. France's Interior Minister Gerald Darmanin said that after the country was hit by riots following the deadly police shooting of a teenager near Paris, France will step up security measures for the country's annual July 14 Bastille Day National Festival. This comes after riots broke out at the end of June, and according to Reuters, after police shot dead a 17-year-old Algerian with Moroccan descent when the youth did not comply with an order to stop his car. Protests over his death started in the Paris suburb of Nanterre, where he was shot, and then spread rapidly to other major cities such as Lyon and Marseille. And although the riots have since subsided, the police still fear unrest on the evening of the July 14 public holiday, known as Bastille Day, to commemorate the 1789 storming of the Bastille prison, which is a key date in the French Revolution. And for some, this might be just the perfect opportunity to get a taste of France's illustrious and prized blue Breton lobster, and its tender chunks of lobster meat served either on a plate or piled in the shell, with the focus being less the lobster itself than the sauce. A combination of tarragon, butter, and tomato, all flambéed with a healthy lashing of cognac. Described by locals, it totally blows the lobster out of the water, and they like it because it's nostalgic, with the preference being a far more minimal preparation by just grilling the lobster on the barbecue and piling it on brioche with smoked ginger mayonnaise. Now, Chef Nicolas Francois prefers a simpler touch when preparing the local delicacy and says, "We season it with butter and we cook it in a piping hot oven for 7 to 8 minutes. And for me, that's the best way to have it." Now, ultimately bringing out the best flavor of this European lobster that boasts a meaty chew, an intensely sweet and briny aroma. And not only is this rare delicacy not found in North America, it also costs far more per kilo than its North American lobster cousin. Its blue color, which is due to the presence of a protein interaction present in the shell, lends to a blue hue, which allows it to camouflage itself from predators beneath the sea. Its intense flavor and laudable texture are certainly more apt to reasons to prize European lobster more highly than its origins, especially considering the fact that lobsters do not recognize geographical delineation. Have you ever had blue lobster before? If so, comment down below and let us know just how you liked it and if we should all give it a try someday while we still can. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, then please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out all the additional information included 100% for free in the description down below. And go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you get alerts sent to you when future videos are uploaded. See you guys soon.